Quiet today.
Do you want that with meeting though?
It could be. I'm gonna break your record.
Just don't. read
I'm
the-
waiting for the.
Just don't read the record. Okay.
No, you have to read that.
Read it. There's a record. Do you hold it? I think I had like a 15. I don't know. It was pretty.
No,
bad.
I think the fastest one was like a big one.
Which one?
Well,
Oh,
that- Okay. I'm gonna call the meeting to order at 5 p.m. Please stand for the flag salute. Ready, begin. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Let the record reflect that all board members are present and that all cabinet is present. Approval of the agenda. It is recommended that the governing board approve the agenda of the August 19th, 2024 governing board meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Thank you, Mr. Chong and Mr. Frutos. All those in favor?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0. Approval of minutes. Approval of the August 5th, 2024 regular meeting minutes. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. Thank you, Mr. Chong and Ms. Strata. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0. Governing board comments. Since Mr. Chung is in a very excited mood today, we'll have him begin.
I'm never excited. Yeah, I guess welcome everybody. First board meeting, I think, of when school has started already. So I just want to thank Dr. Rios and Dr. Lee for a great kickoff. I thought their message was very pertinent and very a good way to start the energy for this year. The big thing I got that I liked was the idea that, you know, we can care for people, but we can't carry them is kind of what he mentioned. I care for you, but I can't carry you. I want to add there though, but we can help carry you. I think that's important because I think we're always better together and stronger together. And I can't carry or do the work for somebody, but I can help somebody get to their goal. And I think that's important. I think that's the culture of this Buena Park family. I know Ms. Andros is back there and she's very much embodies that message in everything she does. And so I think that's a great message for all of us to start again this year, which was great. So I want to thank the two doctors for a great, and Carol Bright for help emceeing that start point. That was very good. Good to see just a union out there of a family. I think of all the years, this is like my 5th already. And I feel like this was one year that I felt like it was more united. I feel like everyone was together. The message was strong. There was genuine transparency, I felt like, in everyone's feelings. So I just want to say kudos to everyone. And I know that this is just the beginning of the year. We have a lot of back to school nights coming. And as that comes, that kind of feels like the first day of school, really, as we settle down. Super hot. So I hope everyone stays cool and like still keeps the energy going, because it's so easy to lose momentum once you've created it. So I hope we can carry that throughout the next few months and help lift each other up and keep our spirits up together. And yeah, that's all I want to say today. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Shit.
Well, I'm super excited too. I had so much fun at the Whitaker Park opening. And I was, you know, chasing my grandsons around, but I mean, other than that, it was so much fun. Watching their enthusiasm and all the parents and everyone who came out to support, and the Whitaker Choir, that was so much fun also. And then to see news write up in the paper, and you know, to be recognized for the joint effort between the city and the school district was a great thing too. We already thanked the maintenance people and the professional development folks who helped prepare for this year and how beautiful the schools looked. But I wanted to thank all the principals, the office, and the staff of every site, because when I went by, I was just so impressed at how ready and prepared that everyone was. How I was impressed with like at Whitaker at 8:15, it was already peace and quiet.
Mhm.
I mean, there was, everything was done. People were standing, waiting in case other people came. It was just great to see. Emory had balloons out, to encourage students, and I walked into a full office of people, families there, but they had Korean interpreters, they had people who spoke Spanish, and every issue was taken care of, and all the kids got to their rooms, and all the parents left smiling. So I was happy to see that. When I went to Beatty, that was later in the morning, and it was about 8:50, but I was glad to see that there were still two staff people outside to help direct any people who were late to get to where they were supposed to be and assist them. There were a couple of people outside. There was a mom in particular. She had a kid she had a student with special needs, and she was concerned that he would have some trouble getting in on his first day at a brand new school. And so she was talking to the VP there, and she was just expressing her concerns, and you could tell he had a clipboard of things he was supposed to be doing, but he was listening, and he was saying, well, we could do this, to ensure this happens and all this kind of thing. It was just wonderful. And I was there for the first transition, and she actually saw her child, and so she got to wave and say hi and see that he was fine and he was acclimating and working with the other kids and with his teacher and everything. And I was happy to see Joaquin, the principal, sorry, walk out also during the first break to see how things were happening, how the kids were transitioning. And it was just great to see. I saw, let's see. Oh, at Gilbert, they had banners and mascot and sound equipment out, so everybody could hear the welcoming. It was just really exciting to see. They had not only one photo booth backdrop, but they had two. And so they were just, I mean, the enthusiasm and the open door and welcoming was just so good to see at every single site. The Buena Park Middle School had balloons and banners at their fence. One of the banners said, students bloom here, which not only had an uplifting message, but it talked about the agri program that we have at Buena Park Middle School. So I was happy to see that. I think that, and I went into the office, which was calm also, but they had told me they had 633 kids out of 638 scholars who were enrolled. That's phenomenal especially for middle school kids. And as I was leaving, I saw the RSO police officer Gunther bringing in the new guy, to take him around to the school, and other kids were there. And so that was good to see too. I love that handing off type of thing. I went to Pendleton. They had large banners of welcoming at every single entrance into the school. And they had little ones also. But, and I knew how challenging opening of last year was for Pendleton staff. And I was just so glad to see that they persevered through it, and that they're ready to work this year. And I saw one sign that said, "We missed you." And I said, what a perfect way to have parents leave, seeing the kindness and the care that the staff is showing for them. And I mean, just every site, everything was fantastic. I was so impressed and so proud to be a part of this district. So I was excited too. And so that's my report.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Mrs. Strada?
I mean, the excitement really is in the air just for really everybody as well as students. I mean, I heard so many great things about Whitaker Park, and just knowing that also the board members were able to be there and be present, and just with the celebration is just something amazing between the city and the school district. And just seeing that first week of school really is amazing, because seeing the students heading out to Gilbert and just seeing them even skipping and like that happy really is something to cherish. And even parents kind of like being like, let's go, or like keep up, it's really something heartwarming, and it really does bring spirits up. Kind of whenever I'm heading off to work, I'm like, oh gosh, but then I see how excited they are to go, and I'm like, wow, I'm like, I need to get some of their energy too. But honestly, I mean, thank you to all the staff for just being so welcoming. I know traffic was horrible, but I mean, you guys made the best of it and really brought that welcoming atmosphere to the students and really made them feel like they're coming back home. Because honestly, their schools are like their second homes and their second family, really. And just thank you to all the staff really who, even through the summer, put in so much effort just for the students. And that is amazing. And that's my point.
Thank you so much, Mr. Frutos.
Awesome. Well, good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here today. I just want to thank all the certificated BPTA, Dr. Lee, Dr. Rios, and staff that put together the kickoff. I think it was a great way to start the school year, leading into the first week of school, which was highly successful. I had an opportunity to do some midweek check-ins with the principals to just kind of see how they're doing, see how the sites are going, just to see what it is that they're needing, how it's going, just to make sure that they're okay, right? Because we want to make sure that they're okay, because at the end of the day, we want all of our students to be okay and make sure that they have everything that they need as well as staff for the school year to start and to be successful throughout the whole year. But just doing those midweek checks was just highly important to me because I just wanted to make sure that everybody was okay as we started the first week of school. Whitaker Park grand opening was highly successful. It was amazing to see all the families, the community come together for such an amazing grand opening to a park. I know all the Whitakers can enjoy it, you know, during school hours. But just the simple fact, as a community member, I had an opportunity to go out there in the evening and just kind of soak it all in, and watching the families just kind of hang out till 9 o'clock at night, you know, eating, running around, walking their dogs. For me, it was a gratifying feeling because that was a lot of work that took place, just not from district staff, but it was also board and city staff that put it all together. That was at least 4 or 5 years of grant writing, putting it together. Mike, good job with, you know, keeping everything in line. I know it wasn't an easy task post-pandemic with everything being on delay and back order, but the way it came together for the benefit of the community and more importantly, our school district, I think is a great partnership. So thank you for everybody, to everybody that had a hand in that. Also, I'm looking forward to next week. We have, you know, back to school nights. I'm just eager to see more families at our school sites and more students in person. Because just seeing them makes me happy. And if they're happy, then that means we're gonna just have a great 24-25 school year. So with that, I conclude my report and hand it over to President Ahmad.
Thank you so much. Yes, I want to just echo what everyone's been saying. A lot has happened in these 2 weeks. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, and I remember the first day of school felt like a week to me. I was just like, that happened today. I felt like it was just a whole week, but definitely the park opening was a highlight for all of us. And I didn't even know there was a plaque that had our names on it. And it's on a list of right now things of that I show my mom, look, Ma, I made it. And so the reserved parking spots are always something that I take a picture of next to. And then I need to go back because I walked right past the plaque, I guess, and I didn't notice. It was really cool. Just the energy that day, and it was so well organized. And then just when I pass by all the time, there's always families enjoying their time there. So that's the best part that I've had friends tell me like, this is a beautiful park, and you know, they haven't taken their kids to the park in a long time, and how fun that they can now. So that was amazing to be a part of. Our kickoff, once again, thank you, Dr. Lee. Thank you to Dr. Rios. That was just such a great way to start the year. Just gave us like a really good push and just remind us like why we're here. So I really appreciated that. I want to thank our SWORDS program. We started right away on the first week of school. That was really awesome. I was like, really? We're having class this Thursday already? And so that was really nice that, you know, families can rely on it from the first week of school. That's really just, I know a lot of work goes into that. So thank you for that. I was able to do a CSBA training this week that I did see Ms. Shed and Mr. Frutos on Zoom. So that was really interesting to do. I am looking forward to visiting Gilbert later this week for the handing out of some backpacks, I believe. And then back to school nights, which is where, you know, once you hit that milestone, that's it. It's the new year after that. I don't know why. But looking forward to a lot of great things. And that concludes my report. Dr. Lee.
Yes, good evening, President Ahmad, Governing Board of Trustees. We have viewers and our audience our guests and our staff. We're back in full force. We just completed a successful week of school and now starting week number 2 today. We had a lot of pep rallies and spirit days already and kickoffs here in the district. One involved a middle school with their staff dressing up in inflatables and getting the kids really excited. But I want to give the site kudos because there was not a single cell phone out. And the kids were so well behaved. The whole school was out on campus. And that was just an exciting way to start off a school year with such positive behavior being modeled, but the staff also being a part with the kids and having fun and sending a message of unity was just a beautiful sight to see. So, and I know I was there at Beatty as well, extremely strong start. Exciting programs that are happening, getting me very giddy about being in the classroom. You hear more about that in the future, but I do want to recognize district department kickoffs as well. We had one with nutrition services with an amazing guest speaker, amazing food. I didn't realize Katrina has a culinary background in making leftovers into delicious meals. And so ask her questions later or maybe get a good recipe, but all in all, our teams did a fabulous job in making everyone feel welcome back to a new school year once again in a profession where we get this restart annually. I do want to thank BPTA and Carol Bright. We shared a stage together, and I think that sent such a strong message to start off the school year. So I appreciate the collaboration with our unions. We had our CSEA family members also joined voluntarily, and we had a great turnout of our staff members who also joined in on that message with Dr. Rios. That Whitaker Park grand opening was something that I've never ever experienced before, and to share a collaborative space or a space with a city, I don't ever recall even hearing about that. And now that it's coming up in news form. So in other words, I'm getting links shared with me, like check out this best playground park, one of the new in OC, and I'm getting links to news articles. I'm realizing how special this is more and more. So with that, not only what the park offers, but it offers a place to be able to meet together and then build a lot of memories within not only that community, but people who are driving in actually to check out the park as a recreation area across Orange County. That's pretty amazing and special. There's a pickleball court, and I keep challenging Ian, the Whitaker's custodian, to a game, and now he doesn't make eye contact with me. So, but I will find my partner in pickleball because we want to take advantage of our facilities and be able to have a lot of fun experiences there. I want to welcome all new staff members to Buena Park School District. It is my hope and the hope of this board that I know that you find a home here. And with that, we wish you not only a beautiful school year, but to let you know that you are welcomed here as our family. And then to be able to take this journey together is our privilege because we've hired some really good folk who are going to make a difference this year. Starting this Thursday, we have middle school back to school night. So there's buzz around the schools. And we have the elementary schools right around the corner. We have a lot to share. So community parents, if you're logged in right now, please come on out. We want you to feel connected with your school and meet your teachers, your kids' teachers, the staff, support staff. We welcome you to all come out to those nights. We'll have that information out soon. And with that, the beauty of having 2 board meetings in 1 month is that the superintendent's report is nice and short, question mark.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. We'll move on to our hearing session. The audience members may request to address the board on an item on or off the agenda. Per board bylaw 9323, individual speakers shall be allowed 3 minutes to address the governing board on each agenda or non-agenda item. The board limits the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. The total time allowed for public comment shall be 30 minutes. Audience members wishing to address the board during the hearing session of the agenda should fill out a request to address the governing board form and turn it into the executive assistant prior to the board holding the hearing session. So I have 1 card, and it is Carol Bright.
Good evening, Dr. Lee, Governing Board and Cabinet. Buena Park Teachers Association would like to welcome everybody to the 2024-2025 school year. We hope everyone had a relaxing and enjoyable summer. BPTA would like to thank Dr. Lee and our school board for a productive and positive 2023-2024 school year. Buena Park Teachers Association has appreciated you listening to our members and their concerns, but most importantly, our members appreciate you responding to our concerns. Every time we brought an issue to Dr. Lee and the cabinet, we knew that we were heard, that you would be working on a solution with us together, and that you cared. BPTA values the bridges that were built last year. We appreciate the leadership of Dr. Lee and the responsiveness of this school board. Thank you for making our members feel heard and valued for the first time in a very, very long time. BPTA is looking forward to creating a new path, our own Buena Park School District path, together with you. While the new path we begin to forge together this year may at times become bumpy and difficult, and details may become soggy and muddy and slow our progress, we know the new path forged for Buena Park School District will not end due to these difficulties. Together, BPTA and the district will create a path through the difficulties that will lead our district, our students, and our community through the dark and scary obstacles. We will zig and zag our way through to the path that leads us to valleys of wildflowers as our students bathe in the warm sunlight of success. BPTA wishes everyone a wonderful and adventurous journey this school year. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and that was the only card we received, so we will move on to our action calendar. We have item A, approval of the 2024-2025 Buena Park School District's Local Control Accountability Plan, LCAP addendum. It is recommended that the governing board approve the 2024-2025 Local Control and Accountability Plan addendum. Dr. Lee.
Yes, our Chief Academic Officer, Sherry Huang, will be sharing a few words regarding this action item.
Good evening, President Ahmad, Board of Trustees, Dr. Lee, Cabinet, and guests. The Local Control Accountability Plan, LCAP, serves as an essential strategic framework for LEAs, guiding the setting of goals, planning of actions, and allocation of resources to enhance student outcomes, especially for our English learners, foster youth, and low-income students. It aligns with state and local priorities under the Local Control Funding Formula. And to qualify for federal education funds under the Every Student Succeeds Act, ESSA, LEAs must complete an LCAP federal addendum, which together with the consolidated application fulfills the ESSA LEA plan requirement. So Buena Park School District's federal addendum addresses provisions for Titles 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A. And Title I Part A provides improving basic programs for us, focusing on parent and family engagement, support for students experiencing homelessness, and academic interventions through our new NTSS Care Roadmap. For Title II Part A, which is supporting effective instruction, we focus on professional growth opportunities for teachers, especially prioritizing our schools that are eligible for additional targeted support and improvement. Title III Part A is providing supplemental English language development materials, parent workshops, professional development for educators working with English learners and immigrant students. And for Title IV Part A, this is where it's enhancing student support and academic enrichment. And this includes our district-wide events, our wellness programs, and integrating technology into student learning. So as we planned out our federal funds and how our programs will be laid out this school year, we did take into consideration the needs assessment we conducted through our surveys, through our focus groups, as well as our advisory groups. So with that being said, although we submitted the LCAP addendum in June 2019 as required, and we are not applying for new title funding this year. As recommended, we updated our addendum for you to review, and we're presenting it to you for your approval so that we can ensure ongoing compliance with our state and federal requirements.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Do I have a motion?
Motion. I'll second.
Mr. Frutos and Ms. Shedd. All those in favor?
Aye.
I mean, motion passes 5-0. Thank you. Approval of the Buena Park Middle School overnighter at the Future Farmers of America FFA 97th Annual State Leadership Conference in Sacramento, California. It is recommended that the governing board approve the Buena Park Middle School FFA overnighter at the 97th Annual State Leadership Conference in Sacramento, California. Dr. Lee.
Yes, and just to reiterate the action item, and on behalf of teacher extraordinaire Shelley Andrus and Buena Park Middle School, we request approval for that overnight trip in Sacramento. I believe that's happening in April.
I'll motion.
Mr. Chong and Mrs. Strato. All those in favor?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0. Awesome. Authorization to solicit requests for proposal for off-site program offering under the expanded Learning Opportunities Program. It is recommended that the governing board authorize staff to solicit requests for proposals for off-site program offering under the Expanded Learning Opportunities Program. Dr. Lee.
Yes, the Buena Park School District is requesting proposals for the Offsite Expanded Learning Opportunities Program. We would like to request interested organizations to respond with their proposals to design, plan, and administer and operate effective, high-quality expanded learning and enrichment programs for the 24-25 academic school year and beyond. And through the RFP or the request for proposal process, our district will gather and review organizations and examine their qualifications to ensure the capacity aligns with the ELOT funding requirements and they support our district goals.
Awesome. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Frutos,
Second.
Mr. Chong, any discussion? No discussion. We'll move to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0. Approve the use of Anaheim Union High School District piggyback bid RFP number 2022-30 fresh produce and related products. It is recommended that the Buena Park School District Governing Board approve the use of the Anaheim Union High School District piggyback RFP number 2022-30 fresh produce and related products. Dr. Lee.
Pursuant to section 20118 of the Public Contract Code, staff determined that it is in the best interest of the district to purchase fresh produce and related products from Gold Star Foods, Inc. per Anaheim Union High School District.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
A motion.
Second. Shared and Mrs. Strato. Any discussion? With no discussion, we'll move to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0. Approve the use of Anaheim Union High School District piggyback bid RFP number 2023-33 frozen food, refrigerated food, dry goods, processed commodity, and related. It is recommended that the Buena Park School District Governing Board approve the use of the Anaheim Union High School District piggyback RFP 2023-33 frozen food, refrigerated food, dry goods, processed commodity, and related. Dr. Lee.
Pursuant to section 20118 of the Public Contract Code, staff determined that it is in the best interest of the district to purchase frozen food, refrigerated food, dry goods, processed commodity, and related from Gold Star Foods, Inc. for the Anaheim Union High School District.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Chong
I'll second.
and Mr. Rizos. All those in favor?
Aye.
I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0. Approve the use of Valverde Unified School District piggyback bid RFP number 2023-2024-01 fresh bread products. It is recommended that the Buena Park School District Governing Board approve the use of the Valverde Unified School District piggyback RFP number 2023-2024-01 fresh bread products. Dr. Lee.
Yes, pursuant to section 20118 of the Public Contract Code, staff determined that it is in the best interest of the district to purchase fresh bread products from Gold Star Foods, Inc. for Valverde Unified School District.
And I always say if they ever need anyone to sample the fresh bread, I'm available. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Chong
Second.
and Shed, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Next, we have approval of student and adult meal price increases for the 2024-2025 school year. It is recommended that the governing board approve student and adult meal price increase for the 2024-2025 school year. Dr. Lee.
Per USDA regulations, the Child Nutrition Services Department is proposing to increase school lunch prices due to increased costs and to maintain its current programs. All our schools qualify and participate in the community eligibility provision of the National School Lunch Program, enabling all students to eat breakfast and lunch for free. The price increase will affect adults who purchase meals and programs that purchase meals from the Child Nutrition Service Department.
Thank you. So just, I'm just gonna reiterate that it is just for the adult meal price, so parents can rest assured that the meals will still be free this year. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Fruto, second. Mrs. Estrada, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion passes 5-0. Approval of change order for bid 2023 HVAC replacement project. It is recommended that the governing board approve the change order for bid 2023-2024 523 HVAC replacement project. Dr. Lee.
The district and the contractor have determined that terms of the contract end date should be extended through December 31st, 2024 to account for back-ordered HVAC components.
Could you have a motion?
Motion.
Ms. Shid,
Second.
Ms. Estrada, all those in favor?
Aye.
I'm an aye, motion passes 5-0. Approval to purchase copier supplies, copier equipment, copier software, and copier services from C3 Tech via the Sharp NASPO, National Association of State Procurement Officials contract. It is recommended that the governing board give approval to purchase printer supplies, printer equipment, printer software, printer services from C3 Tech via the listed Sharp NASPO contract. And I believe we have a representative in the audience. Dr. Lee.
The district has determined that the copier supplies, equipment, software services required by the district can be provided by a qualified firm that has been awarded through the NASPO program. This will ensure compliance with the competitive bid process and also ensure the district takes advantage of the lowest negotiated costs. Sharp Electronics Corporation, Inc. has been awarded the NASPO contract.
Does anyone have any questions? We have the rep here.
No, I'll make a motion.
Okay, we'll have a motion from Mr. Frutos.
I'll second.
Mr. Chung, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion passes 5-0. Approval of change order for Century Paving, Inc. bid 2403 district-wide asphalt project. It is recommended that governing board approve the change order for Century Paving, Inc. bid 2403 district-wide asphalt project. Dr. Lee.
On April 15th, 2024, the board gave permission to bid a district-wide asphalt project as it was anticipated that the cost of the asphalt repair and maintenance would exceed the minimum contract price to qualify as a public works project subject to public bid under the provisions of the government code. During the project, it was determined that all wheel stops for Beatty, Emery, and the district office would need to be replaced.
Thank you. Do you have a motion?
Motion.
Mrs. Estrada,
A second.
Shed, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion passes 5-0. And item K, the last item, approval to award bid number 2406 BPSD Gilbert Pre-K bid 06-102-2024 for bid package number 11, site utilities for the Gilbert Early Learning Project to Interpipe Contracting, Inc. It is recommended that the governing board award bid number 2406 BPSD Gilbert Pre-K bid 06-10-2024 for bid package 11 site utilities for Gilbert Early Learning Project to Interpipe Contracting, Inc. Dr. Lee.
On February 14th, 2023, the governing board authorized the district's application for the state's preschool transitional kindergarten and full-day kindergarten facilities grant program to build a new learning education classrooms, outdoor learning spaces, and work and staff spaces at Gilbert Elementary School. On September 27th, 2023, the state authorized and awarded a grant to the Buena Park School District. The district and Teleq Construction Management determined that the lowest responsive and responsible bidder is identified as Interpipe Contracting, Inc.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Frutos?
Second.
Ms. Shedd, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion passes 5-0. Consent calendar. Unless a trustee has a question concerning a particular item and asks that it be withdrawn from the consent calendar, the items are approved at one time by the governing board. Mr. Chung, do you have anything to remove?
Nothing to remove, just a quick comment,
Sure.
making a point of donations. I didn't even know we had a cricket association that gave yearly donation to Beatty. That's pretty awesome. Every little thing counts. I know they
Mhm.
donated for PBIS, so I think if every school had even small donations combined, it makes a huge difference. So just a little shout out to those who donate and give us often. Even the backpacks is a huge one, I know.
Yeah.
So just want to make a little point out on something that was nice given to us by the community, but nothing to remove.
Awesome. Thank you. Ms. Shed,
I have nothing to remove.
Mrs. Strata,
Nothing to remove.
Mr. Frutos,
Nothing for me.
and I have nothing to remove. Do I have a motion to approve items A through I in the consent calendar?
Motion.
Mr. Frutos? Mrs. Strata, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, and I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0. Information correspondence, major topics 2024-2025. Dr. Lee.
Yes, the English learner update originally scheduled for March has been moved to May. And a VAPA plan report will be presented in January 2025. That has been added to the major topics.
Awesome. Thank you. Closed session. Conferences with Dr. Julian Lee, Superintendent of the Buena Park School District. Labor Relations, Buena Park Teacher Association, Government Conference Code 54957.6. Labor Relations, California School Employee Association, Chapter 569, Government Conference Code 54957.6. Labor Relations, Non-Represented Management and Confidential Contract Employees, Government Code 54957.6. Public Employee Discipline Dismissal Release, Public Employee Performance Evaluation, Superintendent. Do I have a motion to go into closed session?
Motion.
Mr. Frutos,
I'll second.
Ms. Shed, all those in favor?
Right.
And I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0 at 5:35. Did I break your record, Mr. Chung?
No.
unusual circumstances in presidential history. Here's Governor Walz.
they on? Okay.
Thanks for
Okay, governing board, will reconvene. Do I have a motion to reconvene actually? Mr.
that.
Frutos
Second.
and Ms. Shed, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0 at 6:40. Reporting out of closed session, there is nothing to report. Adjournment, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. I can't even write fast enough, and Mrs. Strata. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion passes 5-0. The governing board meeting adjourned 6:41.
Thank you.
Good job, everyone.